and you prefer white dudes who are blatantly in your face racist, I do feel kind of complimented that you don't put me into that category.
No, I don't. You're the worst kind. You're the hidden racist. The one that act like you like it but really don't. That's
you
why
could put me on a lie detector test right now. You're not gonna be able to find out that I'm racist.
That's why you ain't been ate no black people tape.
What you mean find out?
Mama Green.
I'm trying to get to the Rock Nation brunch. They don't want to have me.
I'm gonna get you there.
Yeah, I don't think you're going either.
No, I don't think you're going either. No, I really think
cut me open. You're not going to find any racist.
I've never seen him get booked.
Well, now he's in prison, which is the whole thing.
Well, before then,
but he was getting tons of paid interview bookings because of his time on.
I've never seen him on a major platform anywhere. Name
what
one.
About somebody like Crip who's been able to
I've never seen him on
a year for past 5 years we've been doing content.
Joy made 6 figures out Crip Mac. Crip Mac is dumb and stupid.
Okay,
you got
if Crip Mac signed a bad deal, then it is what it is.
So let me just say it. So show me where Crip Mac have left no jumper and springboarded. Yeah, he springboarded the Drewski and came right back down to here.
And Channel 5, big
Channel
platforms
5?
like that.
We're at Channel 5.
Channel 5.
Here in LA?
Travel all over the U.S.
I hadn't seen him travel nowhere. When I look at his page and his social media page, I don't see
he's
no
legally
evidence.
Not really allowed to travel.
I don't see no evidence where he's been anywhere. And at one point in time, he was a major figure. Before he was locked up, he was a major figure.
He still is.
He should have had voice. Oh, man, y'all.
He came out and did 1 million views on his first interview.
But did 1 million views and got what out of it? I do 1 million views daily.
Granted, you have...
I do 50 million a month.
An ability to have a sustained.
I do 50 million a month just on one platform on TikTok. I'm 4 billion. He should be like that too, but he can't sell himself. He needs somebody else to market.
Well, I'm assuming you would agree that Crip Mac maybe doesn't have the depth that you have, right?
Yeah, he is slow.
You really want me to do this?
I'm asking you to.
Was slavery abolished?
Slavery was abolished, except you've been duly convicted of a crime.
Yes, chattel slavery was legally abolished in most countries over the 19th and 20th centuries. I didn't even narrow it down to the U.S.
He said most countries. American slavery, the 14th Amendment abolished slavery except what? You've been duly convicted of a crime.
It was abolished through the 13th Amendment.
Duly convicted of a crime. Go to the 14th.
We got that boy Charleston White calling out Adam 22 a slave master and says that boy Crip Mac is a prime example. You ain't lying. Damn. Let's see what you talk about.
I almost forgot that I was dealing with a pretty hardcore conspiracy theorist, which I just was watching.
I'm not a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, I was just watching you talking to Sean Cotton about how the world is flat.
Yeah, make sure y'all hit that like button too, man.
I never said the world flat. I said the world round.
Okay, he actually said that he thinks
I believe the world round.
No, he thinks the moon landing is fake. You guys both agree that space is fake.
I didn't say space was fake. I said I think the ocean is space.
That space is the ocean.
Yeah.
To me, I feel like you're kind of doing a disservice to your overall message by saying stuff like that.
I don't have a message.
Johnson got a message?
I don't have a message.
Well, you do whether you want to or
I've never had a message.
Well,
my message was...
The culmination of everything you say is your message.
Hey, y'all, I'm a character. This is not the real me. I want to take y'all back to my second Say Cheese TV interview. I said, say, man, it sounds like y'all falling for the macking in the conversation. I'm just playing a character.
Exactly. You've been showing your true self ever since. F your baby, this, that. Everybody a problem. You don't like nobody. F everybody. Yeah, that's the real you, I guess. You were playing that first, talking about you care about people, and you actually had a message. You were trying to talk about the bad, but now everything, you find a way to make it bad. He ain't lying. Be crazy.
Half the shit I say, I don't mean or believe.
But isn't that something for you to just kind of fall back on when you find yourself in unfriendly territory?
I've touched millions. I stay in unfriendly territory and ain't nobody done nothing. So I intentionally disrespect dead people, kids. So ain't nobody, everybody I done disrespect, I done been in their face and I never bow down.
Right.
I told y'all I'm playing a character.
But when you take on your more stances like that, right, but like, you know, making fun of somebody's dead kid, like doesn't
I be telling y'all what you gonna do about it? What you gonna do?
Well, I could do that too, but what do I gain from that?
But what you mean? I like to do it.
You like to see fun of dead kids?
I love it.
But how do you justify that?
Easy. Same reason white people justify slavery. And
not this white person.
Well, you make an observation.
But white people also eliminated slavery in America.
No, they didn't.
Well, yeah, they did.
No, they did.
Yeah, we had a whole war.
No, they didn't. They didn't eliminate slavery.
Well,
he must don't know the 14th Amendment.
Okay, well,
he didn't pay attention.
Slavery was a thing, and then slavery stopped being a thing. And the X factor in between that was a war in America.
No, it wasn't. That was over states' rights. That wasn't over slavery.
Right, states' rights to have slaves.
No. It wasn't over states' rights. That was over the states saying the federal government can't tell us anything. Had nothing to do with slavery.
Right, but slavery was kind of the biggest issue in that regard.
No, it didn't. It had nothing to do with slavery. It had states' rights. The same thing we're fighting over now. The federal government can't infringe upon no states' rights. Had nothing to do with slavery. Why? Because slavery was never abolished, except you've been duly convicted of a crime. Maybe you should read the 14th Amendment.
You really want me to do this?
I'm asking you to.
Was slavery abolished?
Slavery was abolished, except you've been duly convicted of a crime.
Yes, chattel slavery was legally abolished in most countries over the 19th and 20th centuries. I didn't even narrow it down to the U.S.
He said most countries. American slavery, the 14th Amendment abolished slavery, except what? You've been duly convicted of a crime.
It was abolished through the 13th Amendment.
Duly convicted of a crime. Go to the 14th.
Right, but I don't think that the fact that we have prisons necessarily take...
Now, how you gonna look at everything but what he told you to, gang? Nah, for real. Nah, he kind of right, though. He said, Google tripping, laugh my ass off. Shake my head, this man. Nah, for real, gang. He acting like he can't search what Charleston White done told him. Like, Charleston actually told you the thing. He quoted the thing. Maybe he might be right. Just look at the 14th Amendment. You're gonna stop at the 13th talking about, well, most countries, they ain't list America on there. Most countries could be China. You feel me? That's all I'm saying. Adam, you could have did better to fight this fight, that's all I'm saying.
It's away from the fact that we abolished slavery, right? I mean,
what?
Prisons offer a different role in society, and every country has prisons.
So why do they have private prisons?
Because
with private investors who make money off free labor.
Because they think that private corporations are able to provide these services more efficiently.
They don't think. I would suggest you go back and read your amendments, huh?
Right.
So you have private prisons. So why is the private industry and why is prison on the stock market?
But why are private enterprises able to perform almost every task in business more efficiently than government-owned corporations? Like don't you think McDonald's is better fit to serve cheap burgers than if the U.S. were to create their own burger chain? And I'm not necessarily defending private prisons. I'm just saying it's logical why they exist.
You just said how does slavery goes into the prison system? Slavery has to do with what?
No, I actually think they're two totally different things.
Free labor, right? Slavery is free labor.
Yeah.
For somebody making money. So you have the government, you have the sheriff department, you have the state who owns prisons, right? And they put people to work. You paying your dues. You pay your dues to society.
In the rap labels, don't forget the rap labels. You want to also throw in maybe, but these podcasters at this point, because the way they've been moving these past couple years, boy, they might be doing more damage than the rappers.
Why did the private industry, private sector of business get into the prison and take it to the stock market, where slaves was once on the stock market?
Probably
before there were stocks, there were slaves.
It's the same reason that people choose to use UPS instead of the Postal Service.
Boy, like the typical white boy. Let's go to the next question. I see how you're looking at it.
But what am I saying that's wrong? Private corp.
You comparing chicken nuggets to the human beings' lives. Of course, a little kid should be able to want to sell lemonade as a child, gang, and start their business. But a child that want to be a slave master and own prisons is two different things. Completely, gang. What the fuck is you talking about? He basically said that should be just government. That's government right there. Like, come on now. It should be rules, regulations, all type of shit beyond that. Y'all need to handle that. If anybody gonna handle that at all. Not a that can own a Burger King corporation. That's what he's saying, bruh. Y'all need to get better at y'all analogies.
Corporations are able to provide services more efficiently than the government.
I went to school to study law at Texas Wesleyan University.
Y'all think that makes sense? Starting a lemonade stand versus starting a come on. That don't come on.
It's a reason why they put accept in there. And there's a clause.
Now I'm curious.
There's a reason why there's a clause in accept. It's not abolished. That's why it's accept in there. So there's no reason to keep arguing with a fool that don't know what he know.
You ain't just see this in the one court. My fault for pausing the video again, y'all boys. But y'all ain't just see that last court case when the warden of the jail came in and said, "Oh, this looked like a good specimen. Good, nice, young. His muscles still work fine. No, don't kill him. Let him work for me. Free leg. This what I'm talking about. This is that he could have had a lemonade stand, but y'all let him play with people's lives. You see the difference? You see what I'm saying? This is a real life example. Y'all know about the nigga in that Fulio case.
He won't even read it. He's using chat GPT.
But are you in denial about the fact that slavery used to be a thing and now it's not?
No, slavery is still a thing.
Okay, but only in the context of prisons.
No. You got slavery in Arabs. You got the Arabs just selling African slaves.
I thought we were talking about America.
No. You just still in America. They work on your podcast as slaves. They work for pennies and crumbs.
Well, they get paid and they can leave at any time.
They get pennies for crumbs.
They get paid and they can leave at any time.
You're a slave master.
Those are kind of the biggest factors of slavery is that you're not getting paid and you can't.
Charles are calling them mock.
I wouldn't call them slaves. They're indentured servants.
No.
Yes, they're indentured servants.
Should we look up the definition of indentured service?
They're getting paid pennies.
They're not indentured. They're not making what I'm making. They're not servants. They're employees.
Them niggas still stuck in a rut.
How is No Jumper different than like a TV station or any other business that pays people for their time?
Well, I've never seen nobody go here and go up.
That's so not true.
Name one person.
For the record. You could point to somebody like Brick Baby who came on No Jumper and immediately became like one of the most well-known.
I've never... Locked up right now. What you talk about?
I've never seen him on anywhere other than a low budget channel. I've never seen him get booked.
Well, now he's in prison, which is the whole thing.
Well, before then,
but he was getting tons of paid interview bookings because of his time on.
I've never seen him on a major platform anywhere. Name
what
one.
about somebody like Crip who's been able to earn
never seen him on
a year for past 5 years we've been doing content?
Joy made 6 figures out Crip. Crip is dumb and stupid.
Okay,
you got his
Crip
merchandise.
signed a bad deal, then it is what it is.
So let me just say it. So show me where Crip have left No Jumper and springboarded. Yeah, he springboarded the Drewski and came right back down to here.
And Channel 5,
We're
big platforms
5.
like that.
We're at Channel 5.
Channel 5.
Here in LA?
Travel all over the U.S.
I hadn't seen him travel nowhere. When I look at his page and his social media page, I don't see no evidence. He's legally
not really allowed to travel.
I don't see no evidence where he's been anywhere. And at one point in time, he was a major figure. Before he was locked up, he was a major figure.
He still is.
He should have had voice off. Man, y'all.
He came out and did 1 million views on his first interview.
But did 1 million views and got what out of it? I do 1 million views daily.
Granted, you have...
I do 50 million a month.
An ability to have a sustained.
I do 50 million a month just on one platform on TikTok. I'm 4 billion. He should be like that too, but he can't sell himself. He needs somebody else to market.
Well, I'm assuming you would agree that Crip maybe doesn't have the depth that you have, right?
Yeah, he is slow. I'm not saying and it's only so much you can do with a gangbang.
The variety that you provide in an average podcast is a little bit more than he provides, right?
It's only so much you can do with a California gangbanging who's not articulate. It's only so much you can do with it.
I think he is pretty articulate in his own way.
He won't because he mispronunciate words. He stick with 5. So you can't. It's hard to sell that to it's hard to go major with that.
Well, you both probably would fall into the category of people who maybe didn't necessarily do super well in school.
I done very well in school. I know very well in school.
I'll probably say you did.
What made you think Charleston didn't do good at school?
I guarantee you, I made the dean's list.
I feel like his intelligence might not have necessarily blossomed in the traditional educational environment.
I've been a straight A student my entire life. I went to college and never studied.
He was living with his mama.
That's impressive.
Very academically
no
inclined.
Zark zone.
Very academically inclined. Yeah, very academically inclined. I didn't go to school almost until I was in the 6th, 7th grade, so I had a private tutor. I was taught one-on-one, so I've always excelled in class.
Your parents had money to hire a private tutor instead of sending you to school?
Yeah, my mother. What
were they worried about?
My mother was very well financial. My granddad and grandmother owned a restaurant and a hotel long before I was born. So I come from a very financially stable family.
Damn.
Yeah, I never grew up in the projects. Don't know what it's like to live in the hood.
If you enjoyed that clip, make sure you become a member for only $5 a month. It really helps support us, and it also gives you early access to all of our content. Let's go.
I tell everybody all the time, I ain't
gonna lie, that boy Charleston low-key held his own on that last interview, boy. Boy, I ain't gonna lie, Adam ain't know what to do right there, boy. He got to bring it up anything. But we got that boy Charleston White accusing Adam 22 of being secretly racist. Damn, so this low-key part 2.
I tell everybody all the time, our greatest ally and greatest friend of America is a white man like Adam.
That's a good point. Thank you.
You really are.
Actually, when you came out and you were saying why you didn't want to do content with me, because you said that you don't like white boys like me who love black people, and you prefer white dudes who are blatantly in your face racist. I do feel kind of complimented that you don't put me into that category.
No, I don't. You're the worst kind. You're the hidden racist. The one that act like you like us but really don't. That's why
put me on a lie detector test right now. You're not gonna be able to find out that I'm racist.
That's why you ain't been at no black people table. You would have been.
We found out right there, Adam. Why don't you state it like that? You're not gonna be able to find out that I'm what? Lie detector, the test determines That was the lie. Come on, Adams. You snitched on yourself. He said crazy accusations for real. Nah, for real. He telling this man he racist.
The worst.
That's why I say Charleston out of all people. Come on, gang. You was the last person supposed to be telling somebody they what's the name. But hey, you know how they be like wrong message, right message, wrong messenger. But them wrong messengers been on the road.
And you prefer white dudes who are blatantly in your face racist, I do feel kind of complimented that you don't put me into that category.
No. You're the worst kind. You're the hidden racist. The one that act like you like us but really don't. That's why
you put me on a lie detector test right now. You're not gonna be able to find out that I'm racist.
That's why you ain't been aided no black people.
What you mean find out?
Mama green.
I'm trying to get to the Rock Nation brunch. They don't want to have me.
I'm gonna get you there.
Yeah, I don't think you're going either.
No, I don't think you're going either. No, I really think
cut me open. You're not gonna find any
in all actuality, I really think you the white kid we went to school with. I would have spent the night at your house. You would have spent the night at my house. My mom would have took you to school. You just caught up into the streets. You will not come across back to where we played basketball. We didn't play basketball in the hood.
I was bad at basketball.
Me and you played in the front yard where we had a net. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Didn't have no net.
Oh, see, that's another way that we have in common is that we're both people that probably didn't necessarily excel physically, but we were outspoken and our minds were probably pretty advanced.
I excel physically too.
I'm looking at you and
I know.
He talking about burgers. He calling y'all burgers, Charleston. And Charleston, no, you didn't excel physically. Stop fucking. We seen the fight. Yeah. We heard about the injuries. No offense, gang. Ain't nothing wrong with that. We just don't like liars. Ain't nothing wrong with being a handicap, bro. Embrace who you is. Ain't nothing wrong with being a fragile dude, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with being built like a 13-year-old grown man. There's nothing wrong with none of that, gang. Embrace it. It's who you are. You feel me? Stop trying to run from it and fake shit all the time. Like certain shit you just can't lie about, gang. You're not finna lie about what the fuck we looking at. We seen your dance moves. We seen you moving. You built like the shit off Men in Black, gang. You built like the shit off Men in Black, gang. He ain't lying. Some lies we just not finna let you slide with, gang. You's not athletic, bro. Let that shit go. Y'all boys make sure you hit that like button. Charleston is just saying nonsense. That's what I'm saying. He going too far now. He going too far. What, you was an athlete? What, you was a boxer? What, you got some medals from when you was a kid? What, you went to the Olympics? Stupid. He ain't lying. This capping.
Didn't necessarily excel physically, but we were outspoken.
And run it back a little bit.
Oh, see, that's another way that we have in common is that we're both people that probably didn't necessarily excel physically, but we were outspoken and our minds were probably pretty advanced.
I excel physically too.
Looking at you and I know. Confused.
We all looking at you.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah, they always told you.
Fight look just like Adam 22. That what he based y'all off of. Look, this can't even keep his composure. I read it back one more time. My fault, y'all, boy. He said, this Charleston on he low-key pissing me off. Not for real, gang.
Outspoken and our minds were probably pretty advanced.
I excel physically too.
I'm looking at you and I'm confused.
I know.
What you could dunk?
Yeah, they always told you. Listen, they always told you it ain't the size of the dog, it's the size of the fight.
Well, it should confuse you too because look how big I am.
Just like I saw plenty big like you that was weak to me.
There ain't nothing weak about the 22 shit.
I
want to see the fight now. Charleston White versus Adam 22. Aiden, set that shit up, pay for that shit. Nah, for real, because Charleston talking crazy right now to Adam, and I don't like it, because they got literally the two worst fights that you ever showcased. So having them for a rematch would actually sell out.
I watched you run in the ring from punches that you didn't want to take.
Yeah,
what you did?
I ain't never dodged no punch. It was a play.
You
wouldn't take one punch though. I was disappointed.
They said it couldn't have been no play out.
I really thought you were scared. That's why I came and hugged you. I really thought you were scared. I saw you flinching, and that was a big.
Right.
That was a big.
That was part of the play.
Nah, I watched you. That's why I ran and hugged your mother. I look you didn't want to take down motherfucker.
You came up to me right after the fight and you said, hey, I got nothing but respect for you.
Yeah, I did.
And I was like, well, I lost the fight, but at least I got Charleston White's respect. 3 days later, you're on the internet talking about me.
You know why?
Why?
I thought we had everything hashed out.
And because I took Sean Cotton's side.
Yeah.
But I felt like he was in the right, and you did end up going back to him, which to me kind of validates that.
I never quit him.
You quit publicly during an interview. I mean, you said you did.
Literally did.
You literally said into a camera.
This is my last interview for what? That year. Dumb. Me and Sean played on y'all. We were still talking.
Me and Sean did a whole.
He played on you too, dumb.
Wait, you're telling me this was a play?
I ain't gonna lie, Adam. Sean did tell you he had the mafia kidnap Charleston. And you got the jaw. You still got the jaw, gang. Look, he told you he had him kidnapped by the mafia gang in the alleyway and they got his eye. You still got the eye, gang. You knew you was in on the play, Adams.
Play?
That was a play.
Oh, what the Sean?
Me and Sean been talking the whole time.
Man, I thought the mafia took your eyeball out.
Me and Sean playing on y'all the whole time.
Sean, man.
Come on, man. Listen.
I'm never trusting a Texas dude again.
Listen, see, man, I get y'all so caught up, man. That's why it's been almost 7 years of me doing this, because it's too easy to play on the camera. Tell them what they want to hear. Today I don't like this. Tomorrow I like it. Today I'm mad at this. I sit back and think
only
of
person
shit.
catch
So
it.
guess what?
Who the only person be catching it, y'all boys, and go call that shit? The big guap. Come on, man. He ain't lying. Come on, man. Ain't no rider, bruh.
I knew what he was doing. He was trying to set up
he really be playing in y'all face.
Texas thing, because them Philly putting the pressure on him. So what I did, I spent on him.
Who's from Philly?
I ain't gonna say his name, but I knew what he was doing. He was trying to make a play for his hometown Philly.
Oh, Skino.
He was trying. So what I did, I spent on him. I spent on him because I got my agency saying, hey, man, we got a brand deal on the table. Watch out on this here. So I went on there and said, man, I'm going to play for the brand deal. Played mad like I was on Sean Cotton. And after we got the money, I said, then I'll see you next year. That was the end of the year.
Sean seemed pretty sincere in having his feelings hurt by you turning on him.
I seemed sincere in that interview.
It was a mother.
I probably seemed pretty sincere in that boxing match.
You did. But listen, he with me while I'm talking to Sean. 607 Mark.
Your newest booty goon.
Well, this is what I realized.
What you call that, man?
They pit us against each other.
You and Unc? Or
you and all white platforms.
Call them out.
Talk over this set, you get this. So you make content on
You're acting like there's so many white platforms. Me and Vlad might be it for the duration of the.
Cap, you know that, bruh. You know better, bruh. You know better than that, bruh. Y'all is abusing and using us left and right, gang. You talking about you and Vlad. Get out of here. What about the rest of the Avengers? Simple to Black, too.
Sure existing.
Emmett, did you hear the arrogance of this?
Who's the other white boys that are making any kind of moves in the media space?
Neon. Man, I can go
Neon is Indian.
Neon white.
I can go with a whole bunch of
Clive ain't interviewing rappers.
Man, you crazy.
He went to the club with Blueface.
Man. So let me say, so you and Vlad ain't the only two white boys that got this thing on.
But who else is doing interviews and shit?
I can go name a whole bunch of white boys. But let me just say,
I mean, you got to respect Trap, but he ain't doing interviews.
He's not doing interviews. It's a different thing.
White media platform live and make money off pitting together. That's why your platform will go get a guy. And y'all ain't never done a car wash together. Y'all ain't never done a backpack school supply. Y'all ain't never done nothing together but came up for fault. Get this hurt. This car get robbed. All y'all done. So what I did, I sit back and said, that's the formula. This is why they won't never get a Say Cheese TV.
Whoa. What you mean the formula? I said that's the informants. Cause you talk about the formula, boy. I got the name in the Avengers. Like, hold on, that's what? But they got a squad, boy, them Avengers, man.
Charleston White, a DJ Academy, they won't get all the black people together and let us work together. So what I did, I bagged back before the end of the year. Before I did the Say Cheese TV interview, I went and made up with everybody black I ever had a beef with.
Well, it seems like you're making up with everybody white too, because me and Vlad both got our beef squashed over the last couple of weeks too, right?
Well, y'all need me, so y'all had to come back and with me. But y'all was left out the picture just before I came back with y'all.
I mean, me and Vlad are both doing pretty good, right?
I intentionally went and got with every black person I ever had beef with and put them in a position and mend the beef.
Isn't that kind of like the definition of racism?
Yeah. It is. So what I did, I created, because when me and him was into it, when I was into it with 607 Monk, I was into it with Woody, and it was somebody else. I had a producer come to me, and this during the Thug and them trial, they wanted to do a documentary on snitching in hip hop, and this was right during the end of Thug and them trial. This would have went crazy, but because of my arrogance, my ego, and my dislike for some men I had never met before, I lost 6 figures. I said, F that. I ain't doing shit with that. Him, 607, man, he said, he go F me. Man, I turned I lost money like a mother. And I did it with arrogance. So then Charlie Kirk died. So I wanted to prove a point to black people that they cowards, that I'm the only in America that will ever spit on Charlie Kirk's name. And I spit on his name, his daughter, his wife, and lost everything. They canceled my tour. And boy, I was scratching my head saying, boy, I think I done f***ed up. Boy, they done cut the lights out on me. So then I went back and mended relationship because I said, shit, I gotta try to create some new content. Say, what's up, Woody? I see you want to do comedy. I forgot what this did to make.
That when that boy Charleston started fixing all them bonds he done destroyed in the past, boy. See, that one thing I give him, boy. Even though it took him some years, down there 7 years to start apologizing and take accountability, boy. He was able to grow past that. Nah, you heard me? Grow more as an artist, cause boy, he done f***ed himself up. Yeah, he knew it. Yeah, boy. He knew the only choice was to go work with the. He wasn't given a chance. And up their interviews and things of that nature. So he was like, fuck, I might need to go on his platform now.
Me really reach out to him and be like, say, you really a real nigga. So it made me.
You really a real
nigga. When it looked.
Well, you see what the say when they need you, boy. I'm a real nigga, Charleston. Oh.
So then I went back and mended relationship because I said, shit, I gotta try to create some new content. Say, what's up, Woody? I see you want to do comedy. Put Woody on stage. I forgot what this did to make me really reach out to him and be like, say, you really a real. So it made me reshift my mind when it looked like I had lost what I had built.
Yeah.
From arrogance, having dislike and disdain for some guys who I've been watching, didn't have no vision watching, and don't even know. That put me into a different perspective and started saying, nigga, you turned down a business decision based on your feelings.
Feelings.
I'll never do that again.
Yeah.
Smart decision. See?
So
that's learning. That's growth.
Made me I had to rebrand.
But how do you separate?
Well, I ain't see the rebrand yet. You been saying a lot about that rebrand since the top of the year. We ain't seen much of it yet, though. Now, I ain't gonna lie. That's a lie right there. We have seen some decent interviews, so I ain't gonna do that to you. I ain't gonna do that to you. But you still wilding for the most part.
Your feelings from your actual principles.
Because I don't have no actual principles online. I don't wake up with no principles online.
You don't have any beliefs.
I say God, no. Because in my mind, y'all think this real and I'm just creating content.
Right.
Y'all think this is real. So I have no principles when acting and entertaining comes into poor play. No principles. You do. What principles do you have?
Anything.
You let a man your wife. Mm-hmm. What principles? So I have no principles.
But
like
that
you
doesn't
don't
violate my principles.
But it might violate your children's principles one day. See what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying.
Adam, he got you, gang. Adam, he got you, gang. I was like, yeah, nah, Charles was just chatting, but bruh. Now I say, Adam, some shit you just wasn't never supposed to do, gang, cause that's forever over your head, and the right one go, yo, this don't play, where?
I have no principles.
But
like
that
you
doesn't
don't.
Violate
one thing he good at being is evil, gang.
My principle.
But it might violate your children's principles one day.
You ain't lying.
See what I'm saying? So
none of their business.
So that's what I'm saying. It's none of y'all business.
It's their whole family legacy. What you mean none of their business? They gotta know about their grandbaby, their grandpappy, their great-great-great-grandbaby. Come on, man. The slave plantation they once owned. You talking about none of their business. What?
Right.
Y'all think this is real. So I have no principles when acting and entertaining comes into poor play. No principles. You do. What principles do you have?
Yeah, now he's doing.
You let a man your wife. Mm-hmm. What principles? So I have no principles.
But
like
that
you
doesn't
don't.
My principle.
But it might violate your children's principles one day.
You ain't lying.
See what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's none of y'all business whether I got principles or not. So fuck your baby, fuck your dead mama, fuck your dead. So I have no principle. I'm here to do what? Provoke thought, evoke emotions. Why? That's what entertaining is all about.
But okay, I feel like a lot of this is performative, right? Nobody really thinks that you're actually going to sue Young Thug.
Well, I wasn't for real. I'm telling y'all, I wasn't for real.
Okay.
He didn't have a gun. So why would I go lie and say he had a gun? I lied and told y'all he had a gun.
Didn't they tell you basically like we
no, they
choppers
didn't.
Or something?
No, they didn't.
We step on.
He whispered it. We step on.
Right.
We don't.
Yeah, he whispered it. We step
They do. There was a whole trial.
Yeah. They don't know. What'd he do?
He beat it by the skin of his teeth.
What'd he do? He didn't beat it. He copped out and his buddies beat it.
But if I got homies that before me, I still step on it.
No,
He copped out.
Guys
so they're not there to step on.
He knows, but
they're not there to step on shit. So why you telling me we step on shit?
Because we collectively as an organization.
Woody is retired.
Does the United States kill people?
No.
Donald Trump kills people.
The military kills people.
He doesn't do it himself.
The military does.
Yeah, Donald Trump's military.
But the United
my hitters are my military.
Well, that's what you think, because you think these do that for you, but
actually don't do any of this. But if I did,
well, do what I'm saying. You can't say we. And
Woody was Young Thug's military.
He was.
Yeah.
Woody was a car thief, man.
And I disrespected Woody and got in the car with him. I said, his mama, his baby, and went and we apologized. I got in the car with him, went to his hood and faced his family. Man, you talked about and I ain't had nobody with me.
Last time I interviewed Woody, he was very, very upset with you.
So?
I know you guys patched that up at some
point.
Well,
we go back and forth. Right now, we forward. Yeah, we ain't back together.
Right. If you enjoyed that clip, make sure you become a member for only $5.
He said we forward. I'm thinking they back good. You heard me? He said we ain't back together. Hell, let me y'all back on some bull. Come on, Charleston. Yeah, Charleston be wild. Back in the booth. I lost my dogs, I'll kill a kid. If I get a chance, I'ma shoot. My bro, I crash. Broad day, you know, man, so I'm telling the truth. Ain't no therapist can relate to me, it's why I put my pain in the booth. No, I'm really coming from poverty, borderline, I ain't had no rule. I will hit a list for real, they get fun by trying to learn how to spoof. Fuck around, find who spoofing better than spoof where I got spoofed. They asked about Robert, did a lot of it. We was the first young niggas with counterfeits. So my bro, I'ma make it, can't lie to shit. Won't never chat much about a lot of shit.